Hello there and welcome to another week of Following the Truth. My name is Gary Zimak. Today is July the 10th, and as you're listening to this, I am actually in Birmingham, Alabama, filming a couple of episodes of At Home with Jim and Joy Pinto. Those episodes are going to air later this week. I believe it's Wednesday and Thursday of this week. I'll keep you updated, but check out the EWTN website for more information. I'm excited. I haven't been to EWTN in I think it's 6 years, which is really nice. So much of my spiritual life is due to the good work of EWTN. I got to say that going way back, Mother Angelica really helped me. She inspired me to get to know Jesus better. And when I was first getting started in full-time ministry, Mother's story with the miraculous growth of EWTN was incredibly helpful to me. So I'm grateful to be back. I'm pre-recording these shows, so just so you know, I'm technically there, even though I'm pre-recording these before I leave. I'll make sure I tell you more about it once I do return. But if you're hearing this, please keep me in your prayers that I'll do a good job proclaiming the good news on At Home with Jim and Joy at EWTN. Okay, today's theme is faith in action. We're going to hear two great stories today. I love both of these stories. We're going to look at the gospel from today's daily mass. I'm just going to read it and then I'll comment a little bit about it. But here's an example of what faith can do. The gospel comes from Matthew chapter 9, verses 18 through 26. While Jesus was speaking, an official came forward, knelt down before him, and said, "My daughter has just died, but come lay your hand on her, and she will live." Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. This is an important official. This is a guy who possibly didn't feel the need to be humble, because he's an important official, and he does, but yet he still humbles himself before Jesus. And he asks for Jesus to not just heal his daughter, but to raise her from the dead. I mean, you talk about incredible faith. This guy had it. Now listen to this. Jesus rose and followed him, and so did his disciples. But we have a little subplot here. A woman suffering hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the tassel on his cloak. She said to herself, "If only I can touch his cloak, I shall be cured." Now here's another example of great faith. 12 years suffering hemorrhages, meaning that back in the day of our Lord, she was an outcast. According to the Mosaic law, somebody bleeding like this is unclean, so she can't have any association with other people. So she's in a really bad situation. She believes if she could only touch the cloak of Jesus, she shall be cured. I mean, we see two incredible examples of faith. So what happens? Well, Jesus turned around and saw her and said, "Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you." And from that hour, the woman was cured. Wow, just like that. Now, what's really interesting, this is a story within a story. What happened to the official whose daughter was dead? Well, let's find out. When Jesus arrived at the official's house and saw the flute players in the crowd who were making a commotion, he said, "Go away. The girl is not dead, but sleeping." And they ridiculed him. Isn't that interesting? People who want to believe in the power of Jesus, somebody who wants to believe, right? They ridicule Jesus. Jesus is showing that he has power, even over death, and the people ridicule him. When the crowd was put out, he came and took her by the hand, and the little girl arose. And the news of this spread throughout all the land. Yeah, I bet it did. So quickly, we see two examples of faith here. These people believed in the power of Jesus to grant a miracle. I'm going to encourage you, no matter how you feel, to do the same thing today. If you need a miracle, ask for it. I don't know how the Lord will act, don't know how he'll respond, when he'll respond, but I know that faith is a powerful thing. God bless you. Talk to you next time.